This week on the Pete the Planner Show, it's the return of you. That's right. This week we bring back the idea that I want to talk to you and solve your financial issues. And to kick us off, right off the bat, we welcome Ashley to the show. Ashley, you're wondering how on earth can you pay off $42,000 in student loans while saving for a home, building a savings, and starting to contribute to your retirement plan. First of all, welcome to the show, Ashley.
Hi, thank you for having me.
All right. So give me the lowdown. You're 26 years old. You make about $36,000 a year. You have some student loans. What else am I missing here?
Well, I guess the main goal that I have right now is I'm in recovery mode. So I'm really trying to get on good financial footing, if that's the right term, since I'm still relatively young. I want to make sure that I can contribute to my retirement, and I'm making sure I'm doing it wisely. I want to save for a home and also get rid of this debt, $42,000 in student loans. And I said earlier that it's pretty much in vain because I didn't even get a college degree. So it's kind of like I don't have much motivation to pay it off since I feel like I don't have anything to show for it. But I know that it's important to, get that off my plate so that I can move forward.
Sure.
I'm still looking in the past, if you will.
So you mentioned recovery mode. What are you recovering from? What specifically?
Well, I was married for 3 years, and we had such an up and down relationship, in all aspects of the meaning. So as far as my money is concerned, that definitely took a hit when it came to my credit, and I did file bankruptcy. So that was a big financial decision to make. So I'm kind of trying to figure out how to get back on top because I don't feel as soft as I did when we got separated because I'm slowly coming out of it, but there's just still a lot of questions that I have.
Sure.
I'm not sure where to start.
Well, I'm glad you're here because we're going to help you understand where to start. Tell me, how long has it been since you're sort of on your own after the bankruptcy? How long ago did you file bankruptcy?
I filed in mid-June.
Okay.
Is when it was finalized.
So we are recording in late August, so a couple months. Now, do you have any monthly obligations related to the bankruptcy? Do you have to make any payments?
No, I do not.
And so I've got your take-home pay on a monthly basis just over $2,200 a month, and your rent payments just over $600 a month. What's the other $1,600 a month go to right now?
So my biggest expenses right now would be rent, which is $620, and my daycare expenses, which is $600, and $600 a month. And I don't have a car payment. There's car insurance and like the regular monthly bills. But the two biggest things I have is the $1,220 that comes out every month.
Okay.
So that's the biggest thing.
Okay, so the two biggest things that you said, daycare and rent, right?
That's right. Yeah.
Okay, so that leaves you $1,000 a month after that. It may not feel like you have an additional $1,000 a month.
Right.
What do you think it does? I mean, because I feel like, again, I've been there. I've been there where it's like, oh, I have $1,000 for all the other things, but there's no way it feels like it, right? There's no way.
Right. Exactly. I think my biggest problem, if you want to call it a problem, is eating out. So, like when I go to lunch, I'm always eating out. I did eat breakfast out too, but I stopped doing that. So, food is another expense too. I don't have like a shopping habit. I'm not really big on that. It's mainly food. And my monthly bills and anything. I have 2 kids as well. So, anything that they need, the money goes to that.
Yeah, you have 2 little ones. I'm going to do something here. We always talk about living wage. I'm based on the area code of your phone number we called you at. This is sort of a weird question. I'm trying to do this without telling everyone where you live. You live in the central area of that community, right?
Sort of, yeah.
Okay. So that's sort of a weird way to put it. So there's a concept called living wage, which is how much does an adult need to earn on an hourly basis to survive based on the number of people they have in their household. And by survive, I mean to get ahead. Like, how much money do you need to make to be able to move yourself forward absent debt and a lack of savings? So you are one adult in your household, correct?
I'm sorry, could you repeat that?
There's only one adult in your household. It's you, right?
Yes, that's right.
And 2 children.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so what I know is, sorry, I'm doing some math as we go here. You are living wage for someone with 1 adult and 2 children in the area in which you live is $27.08 an hour. Okay, so that is to say, if you made $27.08 an hour, there is an expectation that you could live a very healthy financial life. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay, here's what you and I both know, Ashley. You do not make $27.08 an hour, do you?
Nope.
Nope. You make roughly, here, hold on, what, $17 an hour? Does that seem right?
Yep, that's right.
All right, so you make $10 less an hour than the Massachusetts Institute of Technology, MIT, says that it takes to live in the area in which you live to make hay. So our question that we're trying to deal with today is, how do we take your situation in which things don't feel like they're working, you owe $42,000 in student loans which you're not paying, and the savings isn't where we need it to be. How much do you have in savings right now, Ashley?
Definitely not enough.
That's fair.
I already know that it's very dismal, the outlook of my savings. But right now, I have a cushion in my savings account, which I could push over maybe $500. But I just haven't done it.
If you could do one thing, like if you like really thought about it and you're like, if I did this one thing, I know my financial life would improve. For you, is it to dine out less?
Yes, it is. That's one thing.
But I guess, I mean, to play the other side of that, a single parent with 2 kids, you might not have all the time in the world for meal prep. Is that fair?
Exactly. Yeah, that's fair.
Well, let's do this. Nicole, I want you to pull up a chart. Ashley, you obviously won't be able to see this because you are on the phone. But we like to classify people into 4 categories financially. You've sort of self-identified that you don't feel like things are going that well. And if we run your power percentage, which your power percentage is a number that helps us understand what you do with your income. Your power percentage happens to be close to 0 because the debt you have, you aren't currently paying on it. That would put you into this category where people feel the following way. So I guess my question to you, Ashley, is do you feel defeated, despondent, and resigned to this is your reality? Is that how you feel about your financial life?
Yes, in a way, yeah.
So I guess our job, Nicole, if you'll pop to the next slide, if you're watching on PeteThePlanner.tv, you can see there's a red asterisk on the screen, and our goal is to get you to go to a place where your power percentage is higher and you're feeling better about your financial life. That's the weird thing about your situation is not only do we want your reality to be better, like we want you to have a savings and to pay off your debt, but more than anything, we want you to have the relief that comes with that. Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
All right, so how often do you get paid?
I am paid every week.
Every week. On a Friday?
Yes.
On a Friday. Okay. Does it deposited into your checking account?
Yes, it is.
And does your employer offer a 401k?
Yes, they do.
And are you contributing?
Not right now.
Okay. Is that because of you're just trying to sort yourself off from the bankruptcy, sort things out, and you feel like you need every dollar saved?
No, I'm not contributing now, basically because I'm just not sure what to do. I wanted to meet with a person that they have in control of the retirement and just have him show me like the ropes and just, I guess, everything that goes into a 401k. I just wanted more information, really.
Sure. Well, let's give you that information now. Let's save you a meeting, right? So here's the thing about a 401k, and we've got other issues to deal with, right? We got to get you out of debt. We got to get your savings account up so that an emergency happens, you're okay. But ultimately, at 26 years old, if you can get some money going to your 401k, eventually you'll have a hell of a lot of money over there. Like, and I mean that, like hundreds of thousands of dollars if we're doing this correct. But the key is to do it as soon as possible. Like if you wait until you're 36, you're not going to have nearly as much money as if you do it now. So do you happen to know what your employer match is? That means how much they put in for you if you put some in. Do you happen to know that?
Yes. they match up to 50% of 8. So if I'm putting in 8%, they'll put in 4.
Okay, so this is fantastic, right? Because that instantly takes your power percentage from 0, which it is now, to 12. Because if you put in 8 and they put in 4, that means 12% of your income is then going towards something good. That's not to suggest that rent is not good, or feeding your children isn't good, or daycare isn't good. But as it relates to your financial life, like, you can increase your power percentage, which is the point of us spending time here together, by putting 8% of your income towards your 401k. So I'm trying to say, you make 30, I'm doing some math on the fly. I'm very sorry. $700 a week is your gross pay.
Exactly.
If you put 8% in, that's $56. Could you spare $56 a week?
I could make it happen.
So do that, because that makes your power percentage go up 12%. Nicole, can you show us the slide once again with the asterisks on it? If you look here, what we're trying to do is not only, again, trying to move you further towards a higher power percentage, which is the horizontal axis if you're watching on Pete the Planner TV, but would you feel better if you're saving for your future?
I would feel 10 times better.
Okay. Now, what is the next financial break happening in your life? What's the next good thing that is coming? You just got to wait for it to get here. Do you have something like that?
I guess I could say we get quarterly bonuses. That's something that I look forward to.
I don't even get a quarterly bonus, but then again, I'm a poor performer at my job, and my boss is unattractive. So how much of a quarterly bonus are you getting?
It's relatively, well, it kind of fluctuates based on sales. Recently, I think I got 580. Before, I've gotten about almost 700. So it really depends on how the company performs.
And when's the next one that you will, when would you get it?
I believe it's November.
Okay. So you just got one, and that might be the extra $500 that you said is in your checking that you're willing to move over.
That's right.
I listen. See, my wife says I don't listen. Ashley, could you please call her and be like, he kind of listens to other people.
I'll let her know.
Here's the thing. She always, like, she leaves the house, she's like, hey, can you empty the dishwasher? And then I don't do it right then, and then I forget, and then I get in trouble. And this is the biggest problem in my life. Enough about me. Okay, so $500, that's an issue. That's good. You're moving that over to savings. So then here's what I think we can do. Start your 401k like today. Like when we get off the phone, sign up at 8%. That's $56 a week, which is going to make a huge difference. Your power percentage goes up to 12. And then all I need you to do, and this sounds a little bit nuts, is to make it to November so that next bonus can also go in your savings. Now, I have to be honest here. You got 2 kids. Will you spend a lot of your November bonus on holiday things, do you think?
Probably not.
Okay.
I wouldn't really like splurge on anything like that. If I were to get something, it would be gradually over time. It wouldn't be all at once. When's
the last time you paid on your student loans? Do you know?
Oh man, years ago.
Okay.
To be honest.
Do you know who to call, or are they regularly calling you? Do you know how to get a hold of them and to get current?
Yes, I do.
Do you know what your income-based repayment amount is?
I can't say I'm sure. I haven't checked. The last time I looked into that was maybe early this year, but I haven't revisited that since then.
Here's what's crazy. If you put away your bonuses every quarter, if you save them for the next 3 quarters, because you've already saved 1, your power percentage goes up another 5%. And so, again, we would like your power percentage to be above 20%. Right now it's 0. By putting your 401k, it's at 12. By saving your bonus, your power percentage goes to 17.5%. With those 2 simple little moves, your financial behavior improves greatly. So here's where it comes down to it. After November, then what we want you to do is, once you've got essentially, hopefully, $1,000 in savings, then we want you to turn your attention back to your student loans. I'm recommending you not pay them for another couple months until we can create some more stability. But once you figure out what your income-based repayment is, start making it. Your power percentage will go up even more. And then, Ashley, guess what you've done? You've done 3 things. You've began to save for retirement aggressively. You have secured a savings account that helps you protect your family if something goes wrong. And then you begin to pay back your student loans, which, by the way, is going to be a horribly tedious process that you're just going to have to deal with. Now, I understand since you don't have a degree and you have $42,000 in loans, you know, the natural inclination is to say, screw it, I'm never going to pay them. But if you do that, I mean, I don't want to be dramatic, but your financial life is over if you do that.
It's true. Yeah, you're right.
You will never get a house, ever. I don't know. Look, I know you're stressed. I think you said out of 7, you are at a 5 on the stress level. And I get that. But I think you're like 3 months away, and which may seem like a long time, or I don't know. I think you're 3 months away from feeling a hell of a lot better than you feel right now.
All right.
Does that seem real, or does this seem like just some weird guy just saying things?
No, I mean, I totally agree with you. I think it's just a lot of it boils down to being disciplined and making sure that I understand the importance of getting rid of that big amount of debt, as well as paying towards my future, because I don't only have me to think about. I still have, 2 little ones who see me as an example, and I'm also their caregiver. So, I mean, there's a lot of, things to motivate me. I just have to act on it. That's all it is. So, I mean, you're totally right. I agree with you.
Can I ask you a sensitive question, please?
Yes.
But since you don't know what it is, like, you probably shouldn't have said yes, but I'm just going to ask you anyway. Are you receiving any sort of child support or anything right now?
Absolutely not. But we opened the case for him. But no, I don't receive anything as of today.
Do you think within the next year you may receive something?
Probably not.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with no.
Okay, so here's where I'm going with that. If that ever happens, obviously the reason that would happen is so you can contribute that money to the care of your children. But here's the thing, you're already handling that. That's not to suggest that you don't need it or you shouldn't get it. That's just to say that you've already dealt with that. You're like, I got it, because you're not doing it. That's to say, if it ever does come, that money should go directly to savings, like directly.
Okay.
Because that way you don't increase your lifestyle. And then if it ever goes away, if he ever stops paying, if he starts paying, then your financial life gets bad because your lifestyle would have grown, and then you're mad all over again, right? Yeah, this is a weird situation, right? And I don't mean that in a trivial way. I mean, it's like, it's not great. You're not paying on student loans. You have not much savings other than the $500, and your power percentage right now, as we talk, is 0. But I think within 6 months, it could be over 20%. And I don't know how much this means to you other than, Ashley, it means you go from not having great financial behavior to really solid financial behavior that puts you on a path to getting your life back. That's the way I view this.
Right. Okay.
You seem like, it's weird, like you're stressed. You say you're stressed, but you seem really calm about this.
I get that a lot. Well, I mean, I guess it's not because I'm struggling day to day. Like, I'm still making it, but my stress is mainly my future. And I know that although it's quote-unquote okay right now, when I'm 36 or 40 or nearing retirement, it'll show, it'll rear its ugly head, pretty much. And I don't want to see that in my future. I want to get rid of it and, make sure that I'm okay. So I guess you can say I am somewhat calm, but I'm still stressed in regards to my future.
No, and I appreciate that. I mean, here's where you're going, though. You're going to a point in time very soon in which the actions you're taking at 26 will lead to an incredibly secure future because you took the time to care, right? I mean, the bankruptcy, I don't know what your debt situation was, but it seems like the bankruptcy provided you some pretty good relief, did it not?
It did, a lot.
So now you got to take advantage of it. That's the thing coming off bankruptcy. Sometimes people leverage it to do amazing things, and other times they completely waste the opportunity, and I think that's the crossroads you're at.
Right, okay.
Can I have an update in November when you get your second bonus that you have not only increased your 401k starting later today, but that you also have close to $1,000 in savings? Can you please, one way or another, let us know?
I will definitely contact you and let you know.
Is there anything else I can help you with?
No, Pete, you have been very helpful. I'm very happy that I took the time out to talk to you today.
Ashley, I'm rooting for you. I happen to be your biggest fan. If I knew what you look like, I would have it painted on a T-shirt, which seems creepy. Like if a man that looked like me walked up to you on the street with your face on his T-shirt, you'd have to punch him, right?
No, I'm not mean. I wouldn't do that.
Okay, well, I couldn't defend myself anyway. Ashley, please update us. Best of luck. Increase your power percentage. You're going to go from 0 to 17%, okay?
All right, it sounds good.
All right, thanks, Ashley.
Thank you.
All right, Nicole. Nicole, do this if you can. Pull up the other keynote deck that has the key for power percentage on it. Can you do that? It's just on the other keynote. Am I asking to do something crazy here, or do you think you can do it?
No, let me see if I can find it really quick.
Okay, here's the point, everybody. This show is now about power percentage. Like, this used to be about the day you become a millionaire, and that's cute, and it's wonderful, and it's fun. This show is now about your behavior, 100%. Do you have the right behavior with your income? We have just taken someone, Ashley, who makes below living wage, a single mother of 2 making below living wage, who had a 0% power percentage, 0, which is not good. Anything less than 10% means you're a ticking time bomb financially. Less than 10 is not good. We're going to take her to 17, which is just short of good. Nicole, do you have the keynote?
I do.
Pull it up. All right, if you're watching right now at PeteThePlanner.tv, if your power percentage is 10% or below, that's bad. 11 to 20% is okay. 21 to 34 is good. And 35 and above is perfect. In just a couple moves, Ashley can go from feeling bad about her financial life to taking action and being at a 17.5%. I want to make your power percentage go up, be on the show. I'm not giving you $1 million day anymore. No one cares. This is about your behavior. Be like Ashley. Go from 0 to 17.5 with a conversation with me. That's all it takes. So until next time, make your power percentage go up, and I'll see you soon. Goodbye.